Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Washington State Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. The Aztecs will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the wideout. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Let's think just a little bit about San Diego State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Mack. Holds on, it's Ford. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
There's some daylight. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. And the Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to run, it's Phillips. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Aztecs will go for it here on 4th down. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. He'll throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Powers through the defender. Flying down the left side. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Washington State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Trying to get the corner. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. And the Aztecs are in the hurry-up.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Austin Mack. Still looking. Myers on the move. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Looks it in. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First play of this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll go play action with Mack. Flush to the left. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
Wide receiver going in motion. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Unloads in the nick of time. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Baker. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Yeah, and you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The Cougars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Left side is Hawkins. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the tackle.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Going to the ground. Can't get him to the ground. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Rush is on, and it's a sack.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Punt is on its way. Fields the punt. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Second and long here. Mack. Out wide right, it's Phillips. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll go play action with Mack. Looking for a deep man. He's got it on the outside. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. The Aztecs will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mack. They're all over him. Touchdown, San Diego State. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Just barely got rid of it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like you.
Snap to the up man. It's a fake. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And when they bring on the punt unit, a lot of times I change my personnel and I bring on a different unit, and I think it worked to their advantage. 4th and inches, you don't think they're going to run a fake. They run a fake, execute it great. Nice job by this punt unit.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Sells to fake. The throw. Right side, it's Hawkins. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You can tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Washington State has it all working right now. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Gets away from one. He's got space. Here he goes. Touchdown Aztecs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
San Diego State, 14. Washington State, 7.
Deep in the end zone, it's Beverly. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Throws it back. Throwing right. The short hands. It's Hawkins. Got a lot of room to the right. Inside. Touchdown, Cougars. He got a step and just dusted the field. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Fielded in the end zone, it's Peoples. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll go play action with Mack. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the Aztecs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play fake. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Quick give. It's Phillips. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking deep. He's got it way down the field. Flying out to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougars.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And they tacked on the extra point. From deep, it's Peoples. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll go play action with Matt. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. He lets one fly deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Under pressure. And down he goes. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And there he goes. No, he got loose. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the number 16 team, the USF Bulls. And it's the Florida Atlantic Owls, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet, but brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing, Mack. He wants to go deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And the Aztecs will hustle to the line. Moving the pocket, it's Mack. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Again, it's Mack. Fires to the right. Makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Hawkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Out wide right, it's Baker. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Tells to run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Woods. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They even things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Austin Mack, look out! Setting up the screen. There he goes! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Aztecs want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the grab on the left. At the 35, he's loose. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Mack. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Motion from the wideout. The fake and wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Motion from the wide receiver. On the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Mack going for 6. Touchdown Aztecs. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
3rd and long right here.
Ready. Wide, 3, wide, 3. Slot, play. Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Drops back on 1st down. Right side, it's Hobbs. Crosses the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Washington State ready to go with another 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Go.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
2nd and long here.
Wide 18. Ready, go.
They just keep firing. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, it's Phillips. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go play action with Mack. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. He jumps on it and corrals it in great alertness by the return team to retain possession.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Off play action on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the ground, it's Hobbs. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. We've reached the break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Hobbs. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. The Aztecs headed quickly to the line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mack. Out wide right, it's Phillips. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Extending the play. He throws one to the left. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late, we're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can...
Trying to get behind the defense. Hits him in stride at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, San Diego State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Beverly. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out. It's Beverly. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Austin Mack throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Aztecs want to move quickly. Running inside, it's Phillips. Touchdown, Aztecs! And the stomping has commenced. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And it's up and no good.
Number 92, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. That's reeled in. It's Beverly. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback changing the play. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. And the Aztecs want to pick up the tempo.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Looking for the marker. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. When backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. And I got to be honest, I like it.
Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, going to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Hands it off. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
It's always interesting how people handle it.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it and he has to have it. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Catch in the middle, it's Baker. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Out wide left, it's Beverly. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Touchdown, Cougars! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. He'll set up to throw. Fires quickly. He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Perfect execution on the onside kick. And how about the kicker? He makes sure that ball skips a couple times before popping up into the air and allowing his players to go get underneath it.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close.